Welcome to Hot Drama TV. Have you ever noticed how a single wedding dress in a drama can spark an entire cultural conversation? Not the grand finale, not the twist ending, but that one moment when the bride steps into view, wrapped in layers of silk and meaning. In the first half of 2025, for Chinese period dramas set social media on fire with their bridal looks, each so distinct that fans began arguing who wore the crown of the most beautiful bride on screen. Let's step into that story. When shadows outshined Scarlet, the prisoner of beauty. It began not with an episode, but with a leaked backstage stills whispered across fan groups. Song Zuer, towering in elegance beside Liu Shishi, appeared in a wedding gown that broke every rule of tradition. Instead of a sea of celebratory red, she wore black layered with crimson, a palette more imperial than romantic, more power than purity. The audience gasped. Was this still a bride? Or had we just witnessed the rise of a queen? The unconventional choice electrified viewers long before the series even aired. Suddenly, The Prisoner of Beauty was no longer just another historical romance. It became the drama with the audacious black wedding dress. That single image did what months of promotion could never guarantee. It etched itself into memory. Two brides, one actress, River's Tale. Then came Bai Lu and River's Tale. But here's the twist. She didn't walk down the aisle once. She did it twice. Playing dual roles, she carried two entirely different bridal looks. The first was gentle and ethereal, flowing red voile that moved like mist, soft enough to suggest a fleeting dream. The second was the complete opposite, regal, commanding, weighed down with golden embroidery, and a headpiece blooming like a crown of fire. It wasn't about which look was prettier. It was about contrast. Bai Lu embodied the spectrum of womanhood in ancient times, the fragile maiden of myth and the powerful matriarch of empire. One actress, two brides, and an entire conversation about duality sparked in living rooms across the world. The Bride Beneath the Veil, Bamboo Courtyard. Not all beauty shines in brightness. Sometimes it hides behind silk. Liu Shishi in Bamboo Courtyard stepped into her bridal attire with unmatched grace. Yet her face was veiled. It wasn't just fabric. It was a veil heavy with sorrow, a visual metaphor for love trapped in silence. The gown itself, classic red, exquisite embroidery, jewels glinting under candlelight, should have been enough to capture hearts. But the story surrounding it was heavy, tragic, unrelenting. And that perhaps is why this wedding look, though breathtaking, couldn't save the drama's ratings. Beauty was there, elegance was there, but audiences sensed the melancholy bleeding through every fold of fabric. It became a lesson. Costume may enchant, but narrative decides destiny. A dream wedding, half real, half imagined, National Grace. Finally, National Grace swept in like a thunderclap. The show was already a certified hit of early 2025, but its final wedding tableau sealed its legend. Yangzi appeared in a gown that looked less like a costume and more like a painting brought to life. Not pure red, not subtle black, but a daring combination of red and blue, threaded with jewel-toned embroidery that seemed to catch light from another world. Her hairpins sparkled, her gown shimmered, and the entire sequence blurred the line between dream and reality. It wasn't just a wedding. It was a vision, the kind of finale where audiences freeze-frame, screen capture, and replay endlessly. The producer spared no expense, and it showed. From the lavish jewelry to the precise folds of silk, this was a wedding dress engineered for immortality. What these brides really tell us. Looking back, what do these four brides mean beyond beauty? They are not just gowns. They are stories woven into fabric. The Prisoner of Beauty dared to subvert, reminding us that black can be just as sacred as red. River's Tale showcased duality, proving one woman can hold both fragility and ferocity. Bamboo Courtyard whispered the truth that sorrow can be beautiful, even when success slips away. National Grace confirmed that spectacle and story, when aligned, can create pure legend. Together, these wedding looks reflect the evolution of costume design in Chinese dramas. No longer decoration, but narrative weapons in their own right. unanswered question. So, who wins the crown of the most beautiful bride of 2025's first half? Is it Song Zuer in her rebellious black, Bai Lu in her dual destiny, Liu Shishi veiled in sorrow, or Yang Zi blazing in dreamlike opulence? The truth is, there may never be one answer. Perhaps that's the magic. Each bride represents a different side of ourselves. The daring, the gentle, the tragic, the magnificent. And maybe, just maybe, that's why audiences can't stop arguing, can't stop sharing screenshots, can't stop replaying those wedding moments. Because in the end, these aren't just brides on screen. They are mirrors reflecting the many ways beauty can appear, disappear, and leave us longing for more.